Hi, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Lectors Training on Sunday Readings. Today we'll prepare for the readings of October 4, the 27th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Let the margin notes from our reference books guide your proclamation. From the first reading, take note of the following words: Isaiah, Isaiah, vineyard, vineyard, hewed, hewed, pruned, pruned, hoed, hoed, Judah, Judah, briars, briars, hark, hark, outcry, outcry. Begin the song of the prophet's beloved and friend with joy and optimism, painting the beautiful picture of the vineyard. Conclude a song with a disappointment by lowering your tone of voice and on the phrase, but what it yielded. Direct the Lord's words, this ones, to the assembly by making eye contact with them. Ask the questions to different parts of the assembly in an insistent tone of voice as if you are eliciting the responses which you already know from the people. Proclaim the stanza from here with seriousness. Express the Lord's dissatisfaction strongly, but temper it by reflecting His abiding compassion and justice. The Lord's people, including those in the assembly, are always His cherished plant. Again, look at the audience or the assembly when you say this, when you say this, and this. Look also at the assembly in the middle and at the end of every thought and sentence. Red lines suggest you raise your voice for emphasis. First reading. A reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah. Let me now sing of my friend's song concerning his vineyard. My friend had a vineyard on a fertile hillside. He spaded it, cleared it of stones, and planted the choicest vines. Within it he built a watchtower and hewed out a winepress. Then he looked for the crop of grapes, but what it yielded was wild grapes. Now, inhabitants of Jerusalem and people of Judah, judge between me and my vineyard. What more was there to do for my vineyard that I had not done? Why, when I looked for the crop of grapes, did it bring forth wild grapes? Now, I will let you know what I mean to do with my vineyard. Take away its hedge, give it to grazing, break through its wall, let it be trampled. Yes, I will make it a ruin. It shall not be pruned or hoed, but overgrown with thorns and briars. I will command the clouds not to send rain upon it. The vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the people of Judah are his cherished plant. He looked for judgment, but see bloodshed, for justice, but hark the outcry. The word of the Lord. In the second reading, say Philippians, Philippians. Anxiety, anxiety. Gracious, gracious. Express calmness throughout your proclamation of the first section of the reading. Take your time reciting the list of qualities worthy of praise. Emphasize each quality, not the repetition of whatever is. Proclaim Paul's concluding instruction in an encouraging tone of voice, making eye contact with the assembly. Second reading. A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Philippians. Brothers and sisters, have no anxiety at all, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, make your requests known to God. Then the peace of God that surpasses all understanding will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is gracious, if there is any excellence and if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. Keep on doing what you have learned and received and heard and seen in me. Then the God of peace will be with you. The word of the Lord. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Join me again next week for the readings of October 11, the 28th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Until then, goodbye and God bless.